Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Kayla Marie and I've been coaching people since 2014 as a certified personal trainer and nutrition specialist. I am obsessed with helping my clients ditch dieting, fall in love with weight training, and heal their relationship with food and exercise to finally get the results that they've been looking for. Today we are talking about sugar. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you're feeling completely out of control around sugary foods. And instead of what all the other self-proclaimed health gurus try to tell you, that sugar is the devil's work, I have a different approach that I take with my clients. First, let's discuss the elephant in the room. Is sugar addictive? I'm gonna say no, because we can't be addicted to something that our body needs. Our brain's primary source of fuel is glucose, which we will get to in a bit. And a lot of the times what we hear is, oh, but sugar lights up the part of your brain like dopamine and all of this stuff, and it's the same as cocaine or the same as these other drugs. And really, that's just not a logical argument, I'm sorry to say, because lots of things light up our brains that way, such as hugging someone that you love or petting a cute dog. Those are all going to give the same pleasurable reward system feedback in your brain as eating sugar will. So one of the first reasons you're feeling out of control around sugar is because you've made it off limits. Not because it's unhealthy for you and you're choosing to prioritize your health, but because you have labeled it as something that you cannot and should not have. And humans genuinely want what they can't have. So telling yourself that you can't or shouldn't have these foods literally triggers a desire in you to go and have those foods anyway. So by labeling it off limits, you're putting it on a pedestal. We often associate these sugary treats with things like birthdays, celebrations, or during periods of high stress, when maybe you have finished a doctor's appointment and you're gonna go have ice cream now, or you've had a hard day or a breakup, or you're feeling a little moody, you're gonna go have something sweet. So we are doing this as a stress coping mechanism because yes, it tastes good, it feels good, but also because you are putting these treats in a situation of where you have to be kind of emotional to eat it, or you have to earn it. Sweet things taste great. Of course, we're going to want them. And there's no magical addictive properties in sugar. It's actually the fact that most things that we're associating with sugary treats have actually a combination of sugar and fat, which make them taste good. It creates this hyper palatable experience, which is what we call something that makes our mouthgasm occur, right? You really love the taste of those foods. But why? Our taste buds have evolved in order to drive us to eat certain foods in order to give our bodies the nutrients it needs. We have a sweet tooth because your body needs glucose, particularly your brain. And during periods of famine, or maybe try to deprive yourself completely of carbs, you will start to develop ketones. Well, what are those? So ketones are technically partially broken down triglycerides, which are fat. So breaking down fat actually requires carbohydrates. So when you don't have carbohydrates, you leave your body with the inability to complete that cycle. So now you have all these partially broken down triglycerides, which are ketones. And over thousands of years of evolution, your brain has figured out, oh, I can use those ketones because I can't use glucose. And you usually have a little bit of ketones in your body, super natural, but when you do go into ketosis, I can make a whole nother video on keto, by the way. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that video and hear my opinion on the keto diet. Lots to say about that, but I'll save that for another time. But it is your body's natural response to a period of time without an essential nutrient. So it is not ideal. It's not an optimized state of being, despite what you might hear from some of the keto zealots. But your body needs glucose. Because we have thumbs and a cerebral cortex, we've been able to manufacture food items that make our brain go, woo! Not because the food industry is trying to poison us, but because we as humans have developed a system of mass producing good tasting foods. If cats ruled the world, there'd probably be a whole bunch of like catnip drive-throughs instead of latte drive-throughs. And the reasons why like we like sweet but cats don't use glucose in their body the same way that we do. So for them, they're not getting their ATP and their energy and their brain function from glucose, so they don't even have the taste buds for sweet. This is why cat food is very savory and they're carnivores, okay? So that's something to consider, that you are not a bad person for liking sugary foods. It is because your brain and your body are developed and designed by evolution to like sugary foods. When you assign certain foods morality or being good, bad, healthy, unhealthy, you are setting yourself up with an all or nothing mindset. And this is the third component of why you feel so addicted to sugar and why you feel so out of control around sugar and end up binging, because you end up cutting out sugar completely, and then you end up having sugar cravings because we want what we can't have. Your body's designed to crave carbs. And maybe at the end of the night, when you've used all of your decision-making power and willpower throughout the day, you're going to binge at night. When you decide that you're not allowed to have it ever and you never practice that self-control, someone brings in cupcakes to the office and you have 6 of them instead of 1 or 2 because you can't control yourself around sugar. Oftentimes, when you do give in to that sugar craving, you end up thinking, fuck it, I already messed this up. I'll just start over tomorrow. Or if I finish all of these cookies now, then I won't have them tomorrow and I'll be better tomorrow. Or I'm never allowed cupcakes, so because it's Susie's birthday, I'll have a cupcake. But this is probably my last time I'm gonna have a cupcake for a while, so I'll have another one. Well, I already had 2. Okay, well, my diet's gonna start again tomorrow. I'll be better tomorrow. And next thing you know, you've had 8. Such a common loop that my clients get stuck in for years, because you think that you just have to white knuckle your way through it, thinking you just have to have better discipline, you just have to have more willpower, you just have to not buy it, not be around it, and then you stop celebrating your birthday, you stop going out with friends, you stop practicing control around those foods, so as soon as they're in front of you, you lose control again, and you're blaming it on your sugar addiction, but you're not addicted to it. You're not in the closet scooping spoonfuls of sugar into your mouth. I mean, maybe you are, but hopefully not. And you're going to be eating ravenously when you're off your diet. And then as soon as you're on your diet, it's like, no more of that, 100%. Stop it. This is how we break the cycle. When we realize that we put food up on a pedestal by labeling it off limits and all we do is want it then, when we understand that we're not bad for wanting glucose and it's a totally natural biological drive for it, and when you realize that you can have something sweet every day, you learn that you also can stop binging it, because eventually you realize it loses its power. It stops being so special. You stop tying it to periods of stress or having to earn it or having to wait until nobody can see you. Like, all of these things that are associated with you feeling addicted to sugar are oftentimes because you're trying so hard to not have it. So I am hosting a live free webinar on Monday, March 18th at 5 p.m. MST, where we're going to be talking about this, but I'm going to give you the tools and tricks that you need to stop sabotaging your health journey every single time you try to eat healthier and then you binge sugar again, to get you back into the driver's seat of your own health, enjoy food again, and stop having to start over every single time you buy cookies. Okay, we can do this. We're in this together. So make sure to leave a comment below. Tell me what your thoughts are on this video, maybe what surprised you or what your experience is with sugar or with this cycle that I'm talking about. And make sure to please subscribe, help a sister out, and also so that you don't miss an episode. I'm trying to release new episodes every single Wednesday. And if you are on my weekly newsletter mailing list, then you get to actually see the episode as a sneak peek Monday morning. So register for my webinar and I will see y'all there.